Hi there, Pisces, and welcome back to Star Lotus Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of July the 5th through to the 11th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. First up, we have the Ten of Swords reversed, followed then by the Five of Wands reversed. Next, we have Major Arcana, the Death card in the upright, followed then by the Two of Swords in reverse. And lastly, we have the Queen of Wands upright. So for your overall energy, Pisces, you have that of the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. Beautiful energy. This is about healing. Healing from a situation that bottomed out. It could be for some of you, it was the last straw in a relationship or whatever you were dealing with, a health issue, what have you. I mean, again, it's a general read, so it's different. People are dealing with different situations, so take what resonates and only what resonates. The Ten of Swords upright, like I said, it's something that hit critical mass at some point. Now, it could have been a job for some of you. It could have been a relationship, whatever. But the good news is this week you're beginning to heal from it because the swords are now starting to fall out and Pisces is ready to move on from the situation. Could put you in a little bit of a dilemma because the Nine of Swords in the upright, is the energy that precedes this. So it could be that, you could be thinking a lot about this healing phase, and that will often happen when we are healing. It could be that the memories start flooding back to us, or the situation, we start thinking about it and ruminating in our thoughts, which is the Nine of Swords. That's that sort of anxiety, sleepless nights, thinking about it. So it can be a little bit of that, but the good news is at least you're healing from the Ten of Swords in the upright. So which means whatever this happened, some of you, this was a situation that happened a long time ago. It could be something that happened a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, but for some of you it was a couple of years ago, and maybe now you're finally on the healing process. Everybody is different. Remember, general read, right? So coming right at the beginning of the week, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse position. This is good because everybody knows the Five of Wands in the upright position is not my favorite energy. This could often come about when we're dealing, I call it full moon madness, that week before full moon where everybody is at each other's throats. He said, she said, just a bunch of drama that goes nowhere. And after the full moon's over, it all dissipates. So no point in even getting involved in it. It just wastes your time and energy. But when the card is reversed, this is where we've walked away from the drama. Some of you, the drama has just ended on its own, and others of you have walked away from it. And if you have, good for you guys. Maybe some of you just didn't want to be involved in the drama anymore. You took your leave. You're starting to heal and you've walked away from it. Others of you, if you were involved with a competition, we're in competitions with all kinds of things. Some romantic competitions, we're in work competitions, actual competitions, athletic and stuff. But the competition is over, right? So it points back to the Four of Wands, which is a card of victory. So the competition, if you were involved with the competition, maybe at the beginning of the week you get confirmation that the competition is over and that you won. So good news for you. Next card up is the Death card in the upright position, also known as transition. In some decks, this card is actually called a transition. So this is Scorpio energy because it's equated to the phoenix that rises from the ashes of the old that fell apart. So this can sometimes, yes, definitely represent the end of a situation. Sometimes this will pop up when something is coming to its natural end, whether it be a relationship that sort of stunk to high heavens and it's just like time to let it go, or whether it's a job that stunk to high heavens and it's time to let it go. But this can also represent simple transformation, where we're moving from one situation to another. Not necessarily, this is where we just sort of have to face the music of something not working. In the Death card, this is where we say, this isn't working for me anymore. So sometimes with the Death energy, we have to, like, say for example, if you're working in a job and all you're doing is working, yes, you're making money and so forth, but there's an imbalance. The rest of your life is not, matching up to par because you're spending all of your time and energy at work. Well, maybe you just need to cut back now and you need to make more room. Maybe you need to cut back to part-time if you're working full-time, if you can afford to, and make more room for other things in your life. That's a transition. Or it could be that, maybe you're not working enough and you need to make more money and you need to go full-time, and maybe you need to change jobs, that kind of thing, transition. So it's not necessarily the end. And even in a relationship, maybe you need to make some tweaks and changes in something in order to make it workable. Again, transforming something from something that doesn't work into something that does work. Moving on towards the weekend, we do see the Two of Swords here in the reverse position. This is about making a decision, because before, Pisces, maybe you were in a dilemma and you didn't know whether to go right or to go left. You weren't sure because you didn't feel like you had enough informed decision, or informed information rather. But when the Two of Swords is reversed, this points back to the Ace of Swords in the upright, which is a card that represents clarity and being able to see the situation for what it is. It also represents important information that is being revealed. So this tells me that whatever information that you needed, maybe Pisces, to make this transition, it's forthcoming. So now you can make that decision comfortably and confidently, because you know that you now have the decision you need to make this decision. So you're ready to make it. And the last card you have is the Queen of Wands in the upright position. It is a core card, could be representing a person. If it's representing a person, this is fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Now, it could be that this could be somebody external to you. It could be your family member, it could be your best friend, it could be your partner, it could be anyone really in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a fire sign, but it could be somebody who's just got that energy of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a go-getter, is somebody who likes to get things done, get things moving. Now, you can also embody the energy of the Queen of Wands, which would make a lot of sense if you've just made a decision, Pisces. You've made a decision and now you're ready to act on it. So it could be that you yourself are being like the Queen of Wands, or others of you've made a decision. This is another person in your life that's sort of poking you and prodding you and trying to get you to make that decision, or get you to move now. Because we can make decisions all we want, but if we don't move towards them, the decision really isn't worth much. So this is about taking action on that decision that you've made. It's time now, Pisces. The healing has begun. A transition has to happen. It's just time, Pisces. Jupiter is now in your sign until September. Take advantage of that. If there's something that you need to do and a decision that needs to be made, this is a good time to do that. You will land in the right place. Be confident. Know that. Love you guys. Love my Pisces. That is your reading. I really hope it helped you. And if it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And you know what happens. I will see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye for now.